Hey guys, for this video we're going to take a look at this SnapFresh cordless impact driver kit. They were nice enough to send me this item for free so we can make a video showing it to you. First, let's take a look at the impact driver itself. We'll go through some of the features and specs, and then we'll give this guy a test and see how it holds up. This is a brushed motor impact driver. You can see it has a variable speed trigger. We have the LED light that comes on to illuminate what we are driving. Obviously it is forward and has forward and reverse. It's a reversible impact driver. The battery that is included is a 2 amp hour battery. The battery has a fuel gauge, so you know the state of charge. We also do have holes on either side to mount a belt clip, which is included in the package here. Also comes with the charger. Nice compact charger, can be wall mounted. We also have a little bit of information on the back panel here. It says it has an output of 2.5 amps, charging time a 2 amp hour battery 1 hour, a 4 amp hour battery 2 hours, and the times are probably going to be a little bit better than that. If it's 2.5 amp output, then a 2 amp hour battery should be a little bit less than an hour, but pretty close. We also get some nut drivers. These are metric, 6, 8, 10, and 12. And they are magnetic, so that's a little added bonus. You also get a few bits. See, they're all labeled there. And it all comes in this zip-up soft case. So we can unzip this guy. And you get some hook and loop Velcro straps to hold everything in place, but there's a spot for the impact driver, the charger, and the battery. We also have a little pouch here. You can put the bits and the owner's manual, which is over here. So if we look at some of the specs of this guy, we can see that the no load RPM is 2200 and the impact rate is 3000. Now I wanted to compare that to my DeWalt impact driver I have, which this is a brushless model. It is the DCF 887. And if we look, the DeWalt has a top RPM of 3250. That is compared to the SnapFresh at 2200, and the impact rate of 3800, where the SnapFresh has the impact rate of 3000. You do get better specs out of the DeWalt. This is a brushless model, more of a pro grade tool, whereas the SnapFresh is an entry-level DIY homeowner tool. Another thing to keep in mind is the DeWalt, to get a similar kit, is probably 4 times the price. I do think it's important to know what type of user is most likely going to be using this tool, be happy with it. Do you need the extra speed of the DeWalt? Is it worth the additional cost? We're going to give this thing a test and see how it holds up with a few different uses. We're going to start with some 1 5/8" screws and put them into this 2x4. Well, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? We're going to try a 3-inch screw, see if that gives us any difficulties here. Put it in forward. No problem there. Have a 3.5-inch screw. Put it in forward. Make a little adjustment, make sure I don't go into my table here. No problem. Next we're going to drill some holes. Probably normally going to do that with a drill, but we do have some hex shank bits, so we're going to go ahead and slide that guy in there, and we'll give it a shot. I'd say it worked pretty good. This one may be too aggressive for the SnapFresh, but we're going to try taking off a lug nut. Now these are torqued at 100 foot-pounds, so let's see what it does with it. Took it off. Since we did so well with the last lug nut, let's try it on the truck. Now this one's torqued to 140, and I just did it, so I know that's what it's at. Let's see how the SnapFresh handles 140 foot-pound lug nut. That's pretty good. I honestly didn't think it would take that off. So there is your SnapFresh impact driver. Now overall, I was really happy with it. I've done a lot of these videos on different impact drivers and tools and such, and I started with the 100 foot-pound Caprice lug nut because I thought that's all it would be able to do anyways, but since it did it really easy, I thought, okay, let's go out to the truck. And I've had other impact drivers that could not take off those truck lug nuts. Heck, I had an impact wrench that had a hard time, half-inch drive impact wrench that had a hard time getting those lug nuts off. So I was happy about that. I think it worked really well. Now, as I was using it, there was two kind of fit and finish things that I noticed that I think is worth pointing out to you. And the first thing is on the forward and reverse switch. If I can get it to focus just right, kind of look right in here and how recessed the button is on this side. Now when I go in the other direction, so that's forward, it's sticking out a little bit. It doesn't seem maybe on the surface like a big deal, but there was a couple of times where I thought right there is actually the neutral position, and I thought I was in reverse because look where it's sitting and it just feels right when it's holding in your hand, but actually had to go further to get into reverse. So I wish that was a little more evened out. The other thing is the battery is unnecessarily difficult to slide on and off. It does obviously work, it comes on and off, but I sure would like it to be a little easier. So, those are my thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.